Hi, welcome to Mindset Conversation, episode 6. I'm Mike.
And this is Rob.
And get used to Rob's face because he may disappear at any time. So
I was having some problems before we jumped on, so I'm not something about my laptop. It's kind of weird like that. So
I told him it's like when you sit too long and your leg falls asleep. You got to get up and move it around.
Yeah, it's so when my laptop. So I had my laptop. I haven't used my laptop in a few days. Every time I do that, for some reason, it's kind of like when it first starts up after it's been not used. Then it takes everything takes forever. Like it'll slow down everything. I think it's made downloading updates or something like that. I don't know what it is exactly. I haven't looked into it. So
it's probably the government making sure they look into if you did anything weird offline. So they got to update more viruses to it and download more of your information.
Yeah, they gotta put more things on my computer so they could check in on me while I'm while even when the laptop's closed, they could check in on me.
Right, exactly. Put your camera on.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
Not bad. So we did a few things. We went to this. Chris and I went up to this tulip festival. I think it was.
Did you tiptoe?
No, that was well. Sure. If you want to say that, sure.
Yeah. It wasn't. There was maybe some tip involved, but there was no toes.
Huh? What do you mean tip? Oh, I get it. Never mind. No. It was just this. I don't know, it's kind of lame actually. There's this kind of part over this kind of park down by us, garden really, and it cost us like $20 each to get in, and I'm expecting this
tulips.
Yeah, well, in Washington, this is it's actually a pretty nice thing, right? You have fields of tulips like all over, and it just fields and fields and whole crap load of tulips, and looks really cool. And it's really they give you a feeling of like you're in Holland or Amsterdam. But the one by here in Utah, it's like the tulip festival. It's really a garden that you walk around and they have some tulips on the side. I'm like, it was really lame.
It's like the backyard of Mr. Miyagi's place.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I think Mr. Miyagi's place was way better than this place, and then at least he wouldn't have charged me $20 each to get in. So
maybe 10. Maybe I mean, the guy's got to make a living, dude.
10, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing 10 for Mr. Miyagi's backyard. So
it's not easy getting some Italian kid from Newark to do all the work in your backyard.
Yeah, it's $10 plus you got to paint the fence.
But you learn life skills by the end of it.
Yeah. And you wash your car.
But you get a car afterwards.
Yeah, get a car. But he has to sing happy birthday to you. Oh, no. Wait, he sings happy birthday to him, does he? I forgot.
Yeah, he does it. He sings happy birthday. And then he does like kata while he's doing it. While he's eating his white cake.
Oh, the white cake. Yeah. Right.
Well, what else? So you said you did a few things. What was
what else? Another thing that we did was Friday. So that was Saturday morning, but I should really start with Friday night. We went to May the 4th. So we went to a local bar here. It was actually a country western bar because we were interested to see how many of these guys would come in costume. So into the bar, but it wasn't that many. But we ended up just really pretty much drinking and dancing a little bit. So, and that was kind of fun. That's typical fun, I guess. That's nothing too exciting, but it's fun for me. So,
I think it would be fun for me if I could actually see video of you dancing. I think it'd be fun for the whole audience if we could get a clip of that and put it on the channel.
Actually, Kristen and I are taking our dancing lessons, country western. Oh, did we? Okay.
If that doesn't help us see you do it.
Well, I'll have a video at the end of it. I'll tell you how we all are. So
it's a good reason to subscribe to the channel, everybody. One day, sometime in the future, we don't know quite when, Rob will actually show us a video of him dancing.
Yeah. So what else? Saturday did the tulip thing. Oh, we just did some Cinco de Mayo thing. And then on Sunday I just hosted a dinner party at my house. Excuse me. Which I served pork Wellington again, but it was to 6 people instead of just Kristen. So
Friends of yours, friends of hers?
both. So I wanted her to meet a close friend of mine here. So and she wanted to meet her as well, Minhee. And her boyfriend came over for dinner, so Kristen could meet Minhee and vice versa. And plus, Kristen brought her so Sundays are usually they do like they cook each other dinner on Sunday. The roommates do.
Yeah.
So since I was cooking, I invited the roommate as well, and then she brought her girlfriend as well. So that's 6 people.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm still cleaning up after that right now, so
I'm sure. I'm sure.
How about you? What'd you do last week?
Oh man. Well, the interesting thing happened actually over the weekend. So during the week, I was very happy. I watched Cobra Kai, which I'm not going to give spoilers away, but we'll talk a little bit about Karate Kid and stuff in a minute.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so we're not going to talk about the details. But yeah, no details. Just you could tell us about your impressions of it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And so usually, I don't know if everybody knows, my son also has a channel. My son is 8. I help him with it, but I mainly let him have creative whatever over the channel. I don't really, I try to help him some things, and obviously he's 8, so I oversee it. But for the most part, I let him do his thing on it. And he's better at editing movies than I am. Like, I watch him edit movies, and I sit there and I'm like, boop, boop. He's like, with his fingers. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I didn't even know you can do that. I might just start giving him a couple bucks to edit my stuff.
It's a matter of just getting used to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like I do photography for geekspikemedia.com.
There you go.
So I do things in Photoshop and Lightroom and like really quickly, but in the beginning I didn't do it very quickly. Now I could process a lot of pictures on this in a short amount of time. So it's just a matter of getting used to things.
Right. Plus he's got an 8-year-old brain, which is growing, and he can
true. But don't think that you're like an old dog that can't like now learn new tricks.
I'm really good at helping people pick things up and put them down. Realisticfitness.com. So we whenever I can, we'll go on like little adventures. So I have a little scooter, and he has a scooter, and we'll like go
electric
around. No,
electric scooter.
No. Like the push, oh
yeah. Okay.
Like a razor.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll go off and we'll go on like little adventures and film it and make videos out of it and blah blah blah. So this time I decided to take my iPhone 7 with my octopus. Those little octopus things that you clamp them on stuff and you put your phone in it.
Yeah, like one of these.
Yes, exactly that. Except mine's red. I think it's the same exact one actually. And I put it to the front of my scooter, flipped it in, started to ride.
You wiped out.
No, I didn't wipe out.
It dropped.
The phone dropped, and I perfectly ran over it with the scooter.
That's awesome. That's why you should use a GoPro or something.
Right. But I didn't have a GoPro. I had one, like a rip-off GoPro, but my son scratched the lens on it. So that's out. It looks like you're in a shower, and the shower door is all steamed up. That's what everything looks like now.
But all right, so you should get a protective case over it. Like I don't have I have a what's the other one? I have a different version. It's not the actual GoPro, but it's just a comparable version, if not better, at that time. And I'm not gonna just, even though it's cheaper than GoPro, I'm not gonna not put it out there unprotected.
Hey, bro, it was his as a gift from I don't remember where it was.
Oh, okay. You gave
cover
him
for it. He had a cover that was whatchamacallit, waterproof and everything. So
Yeah.
you take the water and everything. All you
Right.
had to do was keep it in that most of the time. It would have never got ruined. But I warned him, and let me reiterate, he's 8 years old. So
why do you take it out?
because he's 8 years old. I don't
But
know.
there had to be some reason. I
don't know why he does things sometimes.
Okay.
I'm not even going to pretend to understand it. I can only warn him so much, tell him the consequences of it, and he's got to deal with the outcome. That's all I could do. So, so I ran it, and it fell perfectly onto the screen. So when I ran it over, it was like an egg cracking. I know nobody can see this if you're listening on the podcast, but it bent in half. If you know how razor tires are, they're hard rubber and they're thinner. So that sucker ran right over and just cracked the whole bottom of it.
Yeah.
So it still worked. So I'll give Apple credit. It worked. But I didn't. It was like a ticking time bomb. I was afraid it was going to just go on me. So I had two options. And thank goodness, of course, for my son's channel, I had video of it falling.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice for his channel. And I had two options, obviously, fix the screen or get a new phone. Because, of course, I didn't have insurance on it. Of course.
Right.
So I figured it was just a better deal to go to Sprint and pay off what I owed. I had about 5 months left of payments on it. And I was going to get a new one anyway. So I was like.
So you paid off what you owed on the broken one, and then you got a new one?
I got a new one on a lease one. I mean,
lease one. Gotcha.
Yeah, I leased it. So I know everybody on podcast ain't going to see it, but I got an iPhone 10 now. So.
I don't think they need to see it.
No, they know. They know.
You could just say iPhone 10, and I think they'll be fine with that.
Oh, my case is so beautiful.
Yeah, so, it's just a black case to everybody. That's all it is.
Just like my shirt. Don't knock it. Once you go black, you never go back.
That's right.
So, but I was able to get $100 store credit still for the broken phone.
What would you buy with that? Just part of it. Okay.
The
case was $100.
No. The case plus the screen protector plus part of the activation fee.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have to put any money out for that. So I paid the old phone off, and a little bit towards activation I had to pay, which it would have been at least $80 to fix the screen at least. And I wouldn't have had a phone for a while. For I don't know how long. I guess it depends on the place, but. So that was my adventure. So our whole little going out on a scooter and everything went right out. We wound up going.
So what lesson did you learn from that? No, you can't do anything.
An octopus on a scooter with your cell phone. Only put your cell phone on an octopus when it's stationary.
Yep. Yeah, you should really just use a mount of some sort. Like I know I do. I put my GoPro on my mountain bike sometimes, and I actually use a mount for it,
right
for the bike or something, or for something that nature. So
right, and now this Sprint doesn't do finance anymore; they only lease. So this phone technically isn't mine. I have to. I mean, I couldn't pay it off, but it's technically in 12 months I can give it back and get whatever the newest phone is. So I have to be extra careful with it.
So you can't even use it as an extra phone when you're done with it.
If I pay it off.
No, it's on the lease. You have to put it.
Here's your options. At 12 months, you can trade it in and get another one. 18 months, you have to either finance the rest of it
I see.
or pay it off in one lump sum or hand it back.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
So you got all those options. But me, I always like getting the newer stuff. So if I'm able, I'll just do the 12 months. Every 12 months, get a new one.
Yeah. How much a month do you pay for it?
Because it's the 10, it's like 41.
Okay. Yeah.
It's about $10 more, $11 more than the 7 Plus was.
Yeah.
But it's also $300 more for the phone.
Right.
I mean, it's $1,000 phone. So, but who knows what they'll come out with in October anyway. So, and then not to mention that Sprint will be T-Mobile by next year. So,
is it really?
Yeah, they're buying them out. T-Mobile's absorbing them.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I'll be T-Mobile, and I didn't want to be. I left T-Mobile. All my in-laws, my wife, and everybody are on T-Mobile. I wouldn't switch over. And of course,
Why?
now I'm forced to. I don't like him. I didn't like him at the time.
Why don't you like that? To me, that's the question.
I don't know. I didn't like the service. I thought I got dropped a lot and blah, blah,
Okay.
blah. And my wife says they got better, but
They did, depending what year you're talking about. Because back in the day, yeah, but they've gotten better.
so, but they're going to be the third biggest now, or second biggest. Actually, I think they'll be in front of AT&T and behind Verizon.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
it is.
Well, that's
it
cool.
is what it is. So
I actually have Google Fi right now, which actually combines those two. Combines Sprint and T-Mobile. Actually, and Sprint, T-Mobile, and US Cellular. So
you don't have to show off. Jeez. Rub it in. I'm sorry to only have one kind of phone.
and it just switches to whatever signal's the strongest.
Well, maybe you should get that for your house so that your phone works better there.
Well, it's not. So let me tell you how the internet works.
Tell me about fiber optic cables.
No, because my problem wasn't the internet, or even the. It wasn't the internet period, but it wasn't. It had nothing to do with my mobile phone, my mobile internet. If anything.
Look, I don't want to start any trouble. I want to burn any trees or anything. So.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go. You could go into that. I'll leave you to it.
No, I'm not gonna go into that. I think we fully covered that in the last 2 episodes. If you want to know more about that, you got 2 episodes to watch and listen and learn all about it.
Yeah, and to warn everybody, you will be lost unless you actually probably.
If you listen to the bonus one first, you won't.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Right.
So listen to the bonus episode 2 first, and then episode 5, and you'll be fine. So yeah, so then on Saturday we took the new phone and we went out. We did a trick shot video for his channel. So a little shout out to my son's channel, Super Mushroom Kingdom on YouTube. Go check him out. I believe it's in the favorite channels on this channel. So if you look on the right on our channel, I think you'll be able to see it. Say hi to Kristen for me.
It's not her ring.
Excuse me.
It's something else.
But yeah, check out his channel. We just uploaded 2 videos. A video of us smashing the first phone and getting a new one, and then the second video is us doing trick shots in the backyard. He did a really good job of editing it too. The whole edit job was done by him. I filmed it on my phone, but all the editing and the music and everything was done by my son. So go show it some love and check it out. I know he'll appreciate it.
To our 2 viewers.
Hey, well.
2 subscribers.
Hey man, 2 is better than 0, man.
I just, it's like The Office, Bob Vance refrigeration. He was just doing that so when they finally got released, like he'll get free marketing. It's like us, like doing stuff now. So if we get popular later, they go back on our episodes. They'll be like, "Oh, this is interesting. We should check it out."
Dude, this channel's gonna be like a pipe bomb. It's gonna blow up sooner or later. Just give it some time, man. Especially after time to plug again, drinking episode.
Yeah, when that's gonna be, don't know yet.
It's the on Rob.
To be determined.
The plan was this weekend, but I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. Like, it would have been great, like, Sunday to Monday or sometime during the week. But of course, that Mike's schedule does not coincide with that. So it's not all on me. Yeah. Because remember you got clients in the morning, remember?
Hey, realisticfitness.com. So what's your availability this weekend?
I don't know yet.
Sunday? You don't even know. So you're
probably Sunday to Monday. I'm probably more free.
Sunday to Monday. What does that mean? We're going to do it overnight. We're going to have a slumber party episode. We're going to go live from like 8 at night to 8 in the morning.
Well, I have to say Sunday Monday. I have to say Sunday to Monday because you're going to be like, I have clients Monday morning. I can't drink. I can't drink the night before.
Hey, I'm just trying to be realistic. Realistic fitness. Yeah. No, look. What are you saying? Sunday night? Are you talking 8 o'clock at night? Are you talking what time?
Yeah, probably 8. It's probably fine. Yeah.
Your time 8.
Yeah, in my time 8. Or you could do earlier than that. That's fine. 7 my time. We'll see. It's Mother's Day, so it's like.
But you're not traveling to see your mom,
though.
No.
No. But I'm just saying it's
your girlfri's not a mom, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, mom to probably her dog. So.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna have for Mother's Day.
For Mother's Day. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not sure what I'm doing just yet. So like maybe 7, 8, something like that. I just lost you. I can't hear you. Oh, here we go. This time we're not sure who's hearing who. Can you hear me? Fuck. Damn it. Is it me? Is it me? Is it me or is it you? Okay, now I think we lost Mike. It's all right. I guess I have solo time now. I did not prepare for this. So we'll wait for a little bit for Mike to get back. But otherwise, hopefully we get viewers back. Is it me? There we go again.
All right. So as you can see in the title, Countdown to Issues, it took us 21 minutes to get to an issue, but we're back.
So Mike, for some reason now your volume is you're not as high as I heard you before.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we're definitely having issues today.
It's been nonstop.
Yeah.
So we apologize for it. We're going to try to get through another 20 minutes. We have a few things we wanted to talk about, and then we're going to pray that, because we're going to be in no condition with a drinking episode for us to have issues. So let's hope and pray that the issues are fixed for that.
Yeah.
Because that would be bad then. That would be very bad. So, yeah, if you want to do the drinking episode Sunday night, we can do it.
Yeah, let's probably Sunday night's probably good for me. Probably.
Okay.
I don't think Friday is going to be good. So.
All right, so look for the drinking episode Sunday night. We're looking to do it then, and we'll give you details through the week on social media. So make sure you follow us.
Yep. And then and then we'll do this will be the drinking episode, the drinking game where if people either tweets, hashtag, or subscribes or something, each time they do that, that's the rules of the game. But we have to figure out what exactly we're going to be looking for. So
right. So it might be something like maybe we're drinking socially something while we're on there. And then if you guys do something like that, we take like a shot of something or something like that.
Yeah, I guess. Depending how many people are gonna. That's kind of hard to guess. I guess it's kind of hard to gauge because.
Look, I'm thinking worst case scenario. Okay, we have 1 or 2 people subscribe. 2 shots is a pretty boring episode.
Well, not just subscribe, but also like hashtag and tweet or something. So.
Well, all right. Well, we definitely got to make sure we promote this thing then.
Yeah.
So, so stay tuned for details. But I really wanted to go over Avengers because Rob finally saw it.
Yeah, we did. Chris and I saw it. Yeah,
so I gave you my initial impressions. What was your initial impression?
So I thought it was great. We both thought it was great. I guess we'll start off with the ending. Not going to give away too much, but like I think
Rob's a little dyslexic, so we're going to start at
because that was out of everything, that was like the part where that was the hardest hitting, right? It's like, what the heck? Because like Kristen was like, she couldn't believe like she thought that this was it. Like it was almost like the end of X-Men, like where everyone dies. So like no, it can't be it. It can't be it. So I was trying. We had a conversation about that. How we're trying to see like she's trying to see if other Marvel movies coming up, and so because they can't kill Black Panther and then have a movie coming up. So we're trying to look at.
Her?
Huh?
Did it bother her that they died?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess bother is a good. I guess that's a good term for it. Yeah, I mean.
By the way, everyone, spoiler alert: they all died.
Well, I know that not all, and we don't know for sure. So
first of all, it's comic books. Nobody ever truly died.
Yeah,
if they wanted to in a comic book.
Everybody, most famous example of that is Superman. So.
Do you still have the Superman comic?
Yep. Oh, speaking of, I think I'm going to donate my comics.
To who?
Well, I'm going to take the specific ones that I want, right? Like certain issues and keep them, but like the rest of them, I'm just going to donate to like probably like or like to places where kids like let's say like at a hospital where terminal ill kids or something like that, or something that they, something to pass the time or whatever. So I'm gonna try to.
Mother Teresa, look at you.
Well, I don't. Part of it is because I don't feel like selling. I don't feel like going to the hassle of selling them, even in bulk. Because if I sell them in bulk, I'm like they're gonna give me like $10 for the whole thing. Right? It's like then I'll be so disappointed. I might as well have just donated and felt better about it.
Yeah, just make sure, kind of scan over because you'd be surprised. You might have some winners in there, dude, that you don't even know.
Yeah, possibly. That's why I kind of want to just take out the ones I kind of remember. So, obviously, any signed ones or any special editions like foils or something like that. So, I'll take out. Now, same thing goes with my Magic cards too. So.
Oh, I sold those suckers. I got like $100 and something bucks.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you do that? Like through a comic book shop or?
Yeah, the comic book shop I got it.
Yeah.
I just brought it there, and they have their magic expert or whatever.
they're magic expert.
They're expert. You're like, oh, this isn't worth anything.
Yeah.
It's all crap.
Yeah. Right. Black Lotus? Oh,
Black Lotus.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
Now, if you had the White Lotus, special card, they only made 3 of them. The Black Lotus, though, nah.
Those
Royal
two don't.
First edition, you can wipe your.
Yeah, right. Those who are not familiar, those are Royal Assassin and Black Lotus especially Black Lotus it's one of those cards that were part of the original set and it's very high powered and it's very, very expensive, especially
it's an FUC. It's a fuck you card.
Yeah, exactly. You
get a couple of those in there and you're done for, man. You're done, man.
Yeah, though the earliest one turn ender was what, a whole bunch of Moxes and Black Lotus plus Fireball. That's it. Die in one turn. You're dead.
Yeah, all I remember is the one time you made this one deck that you kept making me discard cards, and I just wanted to throw you and your deck out the freaking window. I was like, okay, now you discard 5 more. And then I go again. And then you discard 10 more. And then you hit. And then you discard 5 more. And if you run out of even if you have like all your hit points, if you run out of cards, you lose too.
Yeah, I think it was like that was the Infernal Prosperity deck, if I remember correctly. It
should have been the Infernal Prophylactic deck because
and that worked on multiple people too. I remember beating you, Scott, and somebody else all at the same time.
But you managed to piss off a bunch of us.
Oh yeah.
To the point where I think we just stopped playing after
that. Yeah. To tell you the truth, I think that was the last time we stopped playing. That's the last thing I remember.
Well, we used to have a blast. Right? We'd smoke cigars and listen to 50s music and just.
So it's funny. The first time I played you and the last time I played you, I pissed you off. Oh, actually, no. First time I played you with my own deck. Remember, you introduced me to Magic. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I went to Scotland and I came back and I had my own deck. Basically, it was a blue weenie deck, and it was just like out of cheapest cards, and I kept killing you. I remember that night. I literally had to be like, I don't think you won one game that night. You're so pissed you didn't even talk to me. You just didn't want to talk to anyone.
I remember that weenie from Scotland was rough.
Shut up.
I'm talking about the blue weenie deck, dude. The oysters are raw, dude.
The oysters are good there, dude. If anyone doesn't realize, understand what that's coming from, that came from one of our other episodes.
Yeah, I'll make sure I put a card up top.
Yeah.
With the episode,
but yeah, let's not go there.
But that was that like in between, I would pretty much we go back and forth when we played for the most part.
Oh yeah. After you learned your lesson, after you learned your lesson after that beatdown, then you got better at constructing your deck. So because when I went to Scotland, I got beat down. Like we went to this comic book store or game store, and then they're like, "How are you constructing this?" And they just beat me down so bad. So that's how I learned. So. And don't stop.
Trial by fire. I wasn't gonna say nothing, dude. Trial by fire.
Trial by fire. That's right.
You learn your lesson. Like I look like the guy from Napster. I learned my lesson. Don't use 8-year-old headphones. You get electrocuted in your eardrums.
So for the listeners, so part of the reason why our technical difficulties during the break was Mike for some reason tapped his headphone jack or something, and it like shorted out and had to pop in his ear, so he couldn't use them anymore. But now he's using these really weird looking headphones. Not weird, they're not too bad, but he kind of looks like the old Napster icon logo.
I'm just glad people who are listening on the podcast can't see it.
Yeah, it's really hilarious. I don't think I could really describe how hilarious it is. So
they're PlayStation headphones, but they're the pure white and blue ones. If I stood out any more, I'd be like
you look like Princess Leia with white hair and a beard.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. But yeah. So all right, well, let's get back to Avengers. I don't know how the hell we just got on Magic from.
I don't know.
Avengers.
Comic books, because it's comic books.
Mindset conversation. Remember, we don't know where it's going to go.
That's right. I do this all the time. Sometimes when I talk to people, anyway. So.
Yeah, but it's really bad when we're to talk.
Yeah. We just feed into each other, but.
Yeah, pretty much. We feed into each other, good or bad, all the time.
Oh yeah, and it's not only it's not only conversations, but even just making like I was telling Kristen the other day, you know how to push my buttons exactly where like you know what to do to make me more competitive and to kind of just like all of a sudden I'll trigger and I'll be like, oh yeah, you want to see something?
You want to go, bro?
You want to go?
Come at me, bro.
That's right.
Me, bro. I should have been your trainer when you were doing powerlifting.
Oh yeah. I thought of you a few times when I was powerlifting, because I remember how when I remember that set that my parents got, the Universal set, and we put it in the family room, and I had you kind of show me some stuff. So, and when I did powerlifting, I was like, I kind of remember those days. And to be honest, part of me was like, hey, I got to get in shape. So if I see these guys again, like. I'm actually fit, right? Like I'm something. I'm not like just blah and just let myself go. Yeah. Although I haven't powerlifted in 2 years, I'm actually getting back onto it now. I'm surprised that how much weight I put up my first time back.
What lift?
For squats. I always based everything on squats. So yeah, like first time back, I did I thought I was just going to be like, one plate, 135, right? But I actually put up 250 for 10. So I was like, woo, not too bad. So I was sore though, but that's nowhere near my total from before. So
what was your max lift?
Max lift for squat was 355.
Wow,
so,
nice. I don't have legs of a squatter. I'm a deadlifter.
Oh, deadlifts are good too. Oh, well, what stance do you use for deadlift?
I don't do sumo. I don't like sumo.
I don't eat either. But because I always feel like when I'm dropping, it's gonna drop on my feet.
Yeah. I always feel like I'm teabagging somebody when I'm doing that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I just don't like it. Now you can lift more.
Yes.
With the sumo.
Well, depending, I think you're right. On a certain level, I think.
It's less travel. If you look at how far you move with a sumo, you're only your travel isn't much.
I agree there, but the top deadlifters that actually like break records, they're doing conventional.
Yeah, right.
So like that's what I'm saying. Up to a certain, I think if you're not doing it like super professionally, or like when you're not doing for world records or something, I think sumo is fine. I think competitively, yes, I see a lot.
Listen, just be honest and say it's CrossFitters that do it. Go
what?
ahead.
Sumos?
Sumo one. Yeah.
Oh no! I didn't. Because they don't do. They do the other stuff. They do Olympic lifts, CrossFitters. So
a lot of them do the sumo, dude, so they can put up more weight.
No, that's powerlifters,
dude. I'm telling you, dude,
CrossFitters. They want to do more reps, so they want to do like.
Right, which they can do with sumo too. Because they're not traveling that far.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Yeah. So that was that. So what's your max on deadlift?
It depends. I'll turn off of it for a while. Like, I never loved legs. I'm an upper body dude. I'm typical dude.
Yeah.
But I train them.
Yeah.
But I train a lot of. As I've gotten older, I concentrate more on glute work. So I don't.
Oh, it's better for glutes than squats.
Hip thrusts.
You can do that too, right? But that was part of my thing too. But like, that's just an accessory to my squat, though.
Right. Well, but I do a lot of like split squats and one-legged deadlifts.
Got it.
Because I don't like using the word, but I go more for the functional. Because I am getting older.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in pain. I've gotten too many clients and I see too many people in pain.
True.
And that's my biggest thing is longevity. I can't lift. Let's put it this way. Every couple weeks, I have to like back off a little bit on my training or I'll start to get joint pain.
Like back off, you mean like
weight and
intensity? Oh, intensity and volume, you mean?
all of it. But I used to take off. I don't take off. I just back off.
Yeah.
And that's for me personally. I'm not saying, I know how my body is. Yeah. So I didn't hit really hard for a couple weeks, but then I got to back off for a week or two.
Yeah.
And then I hit it hard again.
That's for sure. I mean, everything's all up to, and Kristen and I actually had a conversation this morning over text about like anything is fitness. Like you kind of have to just do any information you get, like, oh, this is great for you. This should be great for you. This should be like, it's really, you can't, there's no blanket statement with everybody. You got to do what's best for your body. You could try it because someone said it might be good, right? Like, for instance, we're talking about training in the morning. I've always read that it's better for you in the morning, but like when I've tried it, I just, during the workout, I feel like crap. I mean, afterwards I feel great, but like during the workout, it's like I feel like crap. So I don't really do it. So that my body's not really like, I feel like that's not for me. But like I think it's just you guys gotta follow what your body kind of wants to do. So
right. Well, on paper, deadlifts are good, but I have plenty of clients I wouldn't have them do a deadlift if their life depended on it.
Yeah,
because of old injuries or dysfunctions in their movement or dysfunctions in their where they have imbalances in their body and stuff, where they'll hurt themselves if they do a deadlift.
Yeah,
I might have them do hip thrusts and leg curls instead, working the same muscles, just a little bit differently, and putting a little less strain on lower back and joints in general.
Yeah, so, that's true. You're taking the back out of it for some of those, right? That's for sure.
Right. Some people I may have them just do goblet squats. I may never have them do a back squat because of spinal things.
Right.
If they have a messed up disc or degeneration of the cartilage in there and stuff. I mean, you don't want, last thing you want is 200 pounds pushing down on your spine if you have an issue.
Yep.
You know, so it
Yeah.
depends on their age too. I mean, there's 5,000 different ways to squat.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't need to have somebody do a back squat.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's all. You bring up a great point. Like, it's really what your goal is. If you just want to just be strong in those, like, but not really compete, or even just be like, or even just go into programming of the routine or whatnot. But you just want basic stuff. Yeah. I think a lot of people will be great with just doing those things, right? Those types of exercises.
Right. Well, you know what the problem is now, because of media and social media and mainstream media and all this other stuff, people associate exercise with killing yourself at the gym. But that's not what exercise has to be. And it's really hard to have people unlearn that and just tell them, listen, maybe you only do 20 minutes a day of certain movements that are going to actually be really good for your body in the long run. Yeah. Instead of maybe some kid you see at the gym that's bench pressing and squatting and deadlifting and pull-ups and push-ups and all that stuff. Maybe you're a 75-year-old woman. You really maybe don't need that. Not saying that I haven't had 75-year-old women do a push-up. I'm not saying that. But maybe that's not what that particular person needs. Again, what's the best workout for somebody is one that they're going to do regularly.
Right.
I can give somebody...
Agreed. Yeah, that's for sure.
I can program the best workout in the world. They don't do it. What good is it? It's just some writing on a piece of paper.
Yep.
So, and then again, you have somebody like, you can be a power lifter, you can be really strong and not look that big.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, like a lot of people on especially like in my category, in my weight class, like 72 kg, like it's they're very unassuming, but you see them squat and you could tell like some of these people, you can always tell like the really you could tell the squatters by just how big their ass and legs are. Right. the competitors, huh?
You'd be surprised. I've come across people that have genetically they have booties.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're being activated correctly and they wind up having a lot of back issues and stuff. It's something they call, this is the best thing I ever heard. It's called gluteal amnesia.
Your ass forgets.
Yeah, it forgets how to work to do certain movements. I can have somebody do a squat where they don't use their glutes at all, and then they have knee pain because they're using the smaller muscles doing the work of the glutes.
Aren't they just doing the exercise wrong?
It can be the way they're doing it. It could be the way the muscles are firing. You can have somebody do a squat, and for the layman, it looks like they're doing it right, but they're not firing the correct muscles at all. I've seen it.
I guess. I mean, you're still gonna activate your glutes
on a squat. Dude, I disagree.
I don't know. How do you on a regular back squat?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've heard people tell me, I feel pulling in my knee. I feel it a little bit in the front of my legs, and that's it. Then I adjust their movement. I adjust their squat pattern. I give them some tips on what to feel when they're going down. And then sometimes it'll turn on there. Sometimes I have to do supplemental glute work before they squat to activate the glutes, and then they'll be all right doing it.
I don't know. I would disagree just because, yeah, sure, their glutes might not be firing as much as they should, but they should be firing something. It's like you can't. There's no really way to do that without firing some sort of have some sort of glute activation. Even a minute amount. And if they're doing it, even laying down, you're unless you're laying down, maybe like if you're laying down and no, I can't even see that. Even laying down to extend your.
Okay, let me give you an example. When you do a hip thrust, barbell hip thrust, have you done them before?
Yeah.
Okay, you would assume there's no way you're not going to feel that in your butt, right?
Well, I mean, okay? Keep going with your line of thought. I'm not sure what you're going with this, but go ahead.
A hip thrust is all glutes.
Okay, right.
Right? I've had it where people do a hip thrust and they don't feel it in their glutes at all. They feel it in their quads.
Okay, but doesn't mean that glutes aren't firing.
Look, I'm not saying if I hook up an EKG that they're dead, dude. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, all right, okay. That's fine.
I think you took it as literally like they're sitting there like two slabs of meat on a butcher's table. I'm talking about they're not firing correctly to activate.
That's what I said before, right? That's what I said before. But you said no, they're not firing at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, as usual, he's got to jump down my throat. This is my conversation. Anyway, people don't fire their glutes correctly.
Okay, that's more like it.
The wrong secondary muscles that are doing the work of what their glutes should be doing.
I agree 100%.
Oh my gosh. He's got to find, like, if I had a little cut on my leg, he's got to find it and just jab at the cut. And just open
pour
it
some
up
salt in it.
Yeah. It don't matter how little it is. He's got to pry it at it a little bit.
And a little at a time, and make sure you suffer and feel it.
Because I haven't been a trainer for 25 years. I wouldn't know. You know, Geek Spike Media knows all about glutes.
Because I'm a geek, I know about a little bit about everything.
Yeah. Sure you do.
Hey, so when I did powerlifting, I was a fanatic about it. That's all I read all day was fitness stuff. So it's not like I am an idiot with fitness. So
you're good at powerlifting.
True.
Have you tell a 75-year-old woman with back issues what to do?
No, but I at least know that her glutes are firing and staying up. Even a minute amount. Even a minute.
I didn't say they were dead. I said they weren't firing.
I said you said it. You made it seem like we have to go back in the video because I've said something and then you made it seem like they weren't firing at all, and I said that doesn't make sense.
Assume.
No,
that's what you assume.
No. Because I said it twice. I'm like, even doing the littlest thing, it would fire.
Smart ass. What are the glutes' job in a squat? What are they doing?
Well, they're extending your hips, right? Like they're straightening you up.
Bullshit. That's not what they're doing.
Of course there is.
As you're coming down, they're cushioning the eccentric movement.
That's on the way down, sure.
On the way up, it's more quads. That's what's firing.
It's quads, sure, more quads. But you never said which is more, quads or glutes on the way up. You just said what's its job. Yes, part of his part in the squat, part of the muscles involved in the squat going up is the glutes. Are the glutes. And you cannot deny that. No one denies that.
I'm saying that their main job in a squat is cushioning the eccentric movement.
I agree, but you did not phrase it like that.
I also didn't say the glutes were dead. So there's two things I didn't say.
But no, you said what, Rob? So what's the glutes job in a squat? I told you what it was, and you said no. It's because no. You just said I was wrong, even though I was right. You just didn't phrase it correctly. You
said it was on the way up. That was their main job.
No, I said they're firing on the way up. Extend your hips on the way up. You wanted to. You did it purposely.
Move on. You're pulling at freaking strings here, dude. You're pulling at strings.
You're the one that asked me the question.
You're saying the most littlest obvious thing so you cover your ass.
No. Yeah. You're the one that asked me the question. We'll review the video.
Got it videotape.
All right, let's move on. We were talking about fucking Avengers, and now we're fucking we're arguing about the squats. I'm not even sure how we got here.
What glute muscle are you using in a squat more?
I think we're moving on, asshole. You're the one that wanted to move on.
As soon as you answer that, what is the main glute muscle? What is it?
Let's move on before we go more into that, because All right. Before it's just us laughing. The other episode was us laughing because no one could understand us, like making inside jokes. Now we're just laughing because we're just arguing with
No,
each
they're
other.
laughing because we're arguing about our assholes.
No, our assholes were not in question.
Well, technically, they're puckering up on the way up and they're opening up on the way down. If you want to be technical.
Well, yeah. So when you brace yourself,
because when you squat down, that's when you take a shit. So when you're squatting at the bottom, that's the most relaxed place of your sphincter.
No, you should not be relaxed. You should be actually all tense to keep
On
your
the
core
way
tight. On the way down too.
Not your sphincter. Your sphincter should be loose. Let's move on, dude. Anyway, Avengers. Even your dog's part of it. Was that your dog?
Yeah, it's my dog. She's playing with my cat. So.
Oh, she's gonna start.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I wish you could see it because like my cat's loving this right now. So my dog's. I'm not sure if your dogs ever do this, but like when she's playing with my cat, she does this little nipping thing, like a on the fur, and Socrates absolutely loves it right now. It looks like he's high right now. So anyway, Avengers.
I like that one part where Thanos like got down to grab one of the Infinity Stones and he used his glutes.
But yes, on the way up, he also used his glutes.
Yeah, and then when he stepped to the side to avoid getting hit, he used his glute medius shit. Now let's move on.
Okay, so Avengers. Are we ever going to talk about it, or should we move on to like Karate Kid or something?
The podcast is almost freaking over, and we never even got to it. Because first we blew up all our equipment, then we blew up our asses.
Yeah, I think this is getting a little long anyway. I think we should start like kind of.
Avengers was good. You're an asshole. See you next week, everybody. On to conversation.
Oh man. So, I mean, I'm not sure how to end this now. Anyway, so yeah, so I think that we did a good session today. Totally off our intended topics. Which is good because you kind of want to do Cobra Kai, and I haven't watched it. This week I'm probably going to watch at least a few episodes of Kristen this week. So
yeah, listen. Next week during the drinking episode, we'll talk about Avengers. We'll talk about Cobra Kai.
I say we stay away from Avengers because even when we're drinking, even more so when we're drinking, we're going to bring this topic back up, and we're just going to fucking like bust on each other.
Dude,
like,
all it's going to take is one person to say asshole, butt, backside, glue, anything, and it's going to come up. That's how we work. That's how we roll. You really don't think this is going to come up again? You really believe that in your heart?
No, but at least give it a couple weeks.
I said that the glutes were dead. It's the same thing.
What?
I said you believe that's not going to come up, just like you believe that I said the glutes aren't working at all. It's the same thing.
We'll review the video, man. I know, and you will eat your words.
I'm not going to eat it. You better get your freaking apron ready because you're going to be eating.
Nice.
Thank you.
How long did it take you to figure that one out?
It only took me enough time to do a squat. That's how much time it took, where I used just my quads. And you know what the main muscle is in a squat? Your calves. And that's it.
And this everyone is the type of training you will get a real fitness.
It's a realistic thing. If you come with a bad back, we make you do super, super heavy back squats. If you have
no, it's just Mike bitching about how like how glutes are a cushion for eccentric movements, and and how he bested Rob on that because he phrased the stupid question wrong.
I didn't phase anything wrong.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
You did.
What you wanted.
No.
Because that gave you a chance to bust my chops.
No, I was not. I'm not going to bust your chops. I did not want to bust your chops. I just want to have an intelligent conversation because this interests me because I was so big on this before, right? And to be honest, like when we reconnected, I wanted to talk to you about all this, right? But no, you had to turn it into some like weird thing.
Well, listen, if I didn't turn into a weird thing, it wouldn't be good radio or whatever.
That's true. It would be a boring.
Honestly, if we just talked about glutes and stuff, it'd be pretty damn boring. Let's face it. You know, there's 30 other podcasts that they can talk about the kinesiology of the glutes.
That's true. That's true. That's
right.
not everyone could talk about Avengers and talk about their ass.
You tell me
squat.
How you go from broken cameras to Avengers to Magic to assholes. You tell me how that works.
Well, I mean, anyone could relate assholes because you're on the show, so.
Right. Well, no, I'm a piece of shit, bro. You're an asshole.
Why can't you be both? Why can't you be both? I already called you an asshole.
I'm good, but I'm not that good. But anyway, let's wrap it up, everybody.
For sure, we should put the not safe for work on this episode.
Oh, this one's definitely not safe for work.
Oh man!
If you are interested in me and him honestly having a conversation about muscles and working out, let us know, and we will. Otherwise, we're not gonna. But in all seriousness, the bottom line is, if you want to work out, just make sure you do it safe. If you have injuries, make sure you're safe. And that's the main thing.
That's true.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah, don't be
back
stupid
squats
about
for
it.
one person. It's not a fact good thing for another person.
Right.
Maybe a front squat.
Front squat. Yeah, I'm a big fan of front squats actually.
Or maybe you do a Zercher squat.
Right.
Or something like that.
Well, and yeah, if you can't do a lot of the other stuff, right?
Well, some people a front squat it hurts across their shoulders.
Yeah.
Zercher's a little bit better.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, there's 1,000 squats. If you want to squat, just be careful. Maybe you have bad knees, you can't squat.
Yep.
Maybe it's not. Maybe you do split squats or TRX assisted split squats or something where you're holding on or something like that, where you can still get the movement and go full range of motion and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a better thing for you. And deadlifts, maybe if you have lower back problems, maybe you don't do that instead. Maybe
at least not right away. Do something else for sure, right? Because you could easily screw your back up on it if you're not doing a deadlift right. So
right. So if you don't have the hinge down, you're not gonna do it correctly. So a squat and a hinge are two separate things. So you want to make sure you know the difference, because if you're not careful, you can squat a deadlift.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
true.
That's the main thing. So there's always something. So I think we both agree on that. Not everybody should be doing every exercise out there.
True. Yeah. Just because I like powerlifting doesn't mean that every guy my age or younger should do powerlifting.
Yeah. Right? See, I don't personally like it. I'm more of a bodybuilder workout, time under tension. So I'm more tight training.
Yeah.
So I like to do not necessarily light, but I like to do more time under the weight.
Yeah.
Than 1 to 6 all out reps.
Yeah. I like intensity. I like going bursts. Like I like hit training. I like bursts. I like just like the explosiveness. And I could do like part of it, like when I do powerlifting, even like when I'm not trying to max, during my programming, I usually have a part where a week or two where I'm doing more volume, less intensity for sure. So,
all right. Well, everybody needs that.
Yeah,
because you don't grow during the workout; you grow outside of the workout.
Yep.
So, and if your nutrition's not on and your sleep's not on and your stress isn't handled and all that good stuff, you're basically behind the 8 ball every time you go work out.
Yep.
So it really doesn't matter. So, and again, if you're just working out for overall health, you're not going to maybe do any of this shit. So
Yeah, like that's for sure. Like, you could be doing more cardio stuff, or you just do something like rock climbing and stuff like that, and you'll definitely be in shape and stuff like that.
If you're going overall health, you want a little intensity with some resistance. You want a little bit of active recovery, and you want a little bit of NEAT work. You know what NEAT stands for?
NEAT, no.
Non-exercise activity training. So stuff like cleaning your house or going for a swim, not like intense swimming, but just a nice, light hike.
Just doing something. Walk. Yeah. Just doing something.
Yeah. So anybody who's especially over the age of, I would say, 40, male or female, if you want to get longevity out of your life and be as pain-free as possible, you're going to want to break up your 7 days of the week with a little bit of hardcore stuff, a little bit of active recovery, a little bit of NEAT work, and make sure you get a day or two off every week. And make sure you're handling your stress, getting enough sleep.
Yeah, definitely days off are important. Like that's an easy mistake in general by people. Like when they start getting into it, they just kind of they're like all like freakazoids about it, and they just want to work out all the time. But like especially like for powerlifters or bodybuilders, a lot of it is when you're not working out. So
right,
you have to take some time off. So like a day or like at least not work the same muscle groups in the next 2 days in a row or whatnot. So
right, and that's why I find more gratification personally. My niche as a trainer is working with older clients who.
That's true. Right.
That's more my niche. There's 5,000 trainers that'll help you lose weight.
Right.
There's 5,000 trainers that'll help you gain muscle. There's not enough trainers that actually help people to move better.
Yeah.
And to feel better and not have to go get an operation or not have to not be able to enjoy the things they want to do because they're in pain. There's a lot of things you can do outside of medication and operations that will help you. I've had people curb their pain 75%. I've had people totally get rid of their pain that were supposed to go get an operation. So, there's just find the right trainer. If you're going to work with somebody, don't try to guess it yourself. Go find a professional, do a little research on them, and make sure that they're the type of trainer you're looking for, because everybody has their specialty. So
and talk to the people who they train, right? Like,
right.
Do they have the same goals as you?
Right. Exactly. So I don't work with any like fitness models or power lifters or bodybuilders or anything like that. I work with 75-year-old women who are coming to me every other week with, oh, this hurts, that hurts. And they want to work out as little as possible sometimes. So I'm like the trainer of misfit toys. I get all the misfit clients that don't want to be with me, don't want to work with me, are in a lot of pain and just want a better quality of life. So that's more where I come from. But anyway, I just wanted to end this off to let everybody know that we don't want to kill each other.
Oh, yeah, us too?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's good. Yeah, we actually had a little bit of good conversation there, and
I wanted to bring it back around before we ended this. To show we cover the full spectrum here on Mindset Conversation.
Yeah, we still didn't talk about Avengers, but
like I said, I think Avengers and Cobra Kai are easy subjects to talk about drunk.
All right, that's fine.
You know what I mean?
Fine. Yeah.
We don't have to get to, that's what do you do when you get drunk? You talk about movies and pop culture. So I think that's perfect to talk about next time. So follow us social media. We will definitely give more details about the drinking show, if it's definitely going to be Sunday or not.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike. You want to tell our listeners what they should do if they like our show?
No, let's wrap this up because my son's getting upset that I shut down the Wi-Fi so we can do this.
Well, if anyone doesn't know from Mike's previous podcasts, if you like our show, please like, subscribe, follow, share.
Hey, and ring that bell.
I'm laughing because Mike just gave me the middle finger. But if you go ahead and listen to our other podcast, and you'll understand why I'm laughing. So
and why I'll never say it again.
All right, so just be in.
Yeah, who's dragging it out now, bro? Who's dragging it out?
No, I was about to say do another joke again because of that, but let's just end it off. So everyone, they already know.
It probably wasn't going to be funny anyway. So
no.
Just...
All right, let's just go. All right, guys, thanks for listening. That's it. That's the end of the podcast. Sorry for wasting your time.
Sorry for wasting an hour of your life.
Yeah. All right, take it easy, guys. Bye.